Exhibition 2, we're obviously going to get a great test. We're really excited to be helping the people of Maui and Lahaina and that island. Obviously, it's something that has been a huge part of college basketball for decades, and we want to make sure that we're doing a little bit to help them. It's obviously a destination place where a lot of fans, a lot of teams go, and they have enjoyment for a week, 7, 8 days. Kansas is scheduled to play in that event this year, and obviously things have gotten changed because of the devastation over there. So really excited to be a part of this. Huge thanks to all of our fans who have bought tickets and shown up for this. My thanks to Bill for coming back and for wanting to come back. And it's been a long time since he's stepped foot on State Farm Center floor. It was not that when he was here, but it's obviously special. I'm a big fan of our Illinois history, and he's a big part of that. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He's done a remarkable job at Kansas. He's continuing to do that as the #1 team in the country. So it's a great opportunity for us to do some good and a lot of positives for Maui. And in the meantime, we know we're going to get a lot better from the basketball side of things, as we did a year ago when we scrimmaged them. And so it's exciting. I think it's going to be a day that'll be fun. I think it'll be fun for both teams. I think it'll be fun for our fans, and I'm just honored to be a part of it and have our program be a part of it.
With Bill coming back, it seems like your friendship has helped build a bridge, essentially, like Gordyville, and then him coming back for this. How's that feel, and what do you hope this return looks like for him?
Yeah, I hope he enjoys it. I'm pretty sure he will. I think he had a great time at Gordyville in our Coaches versus Cancer event. We had 1,500 there that night, and he came back. I think it meant a lot to him. He came back a week after winning a national championship, and there was a lot of parades, I'm sure, and celebrations that he could have been at, and he chose to come back and support Coaches versus Cancer, but more importantly, come back to a place that he had a lot of success at. So I hope he enjoys it. I hope it's fun. I know it'll be the basketball side of it's the basketball side. We'll all get something out of that, but I hope he gets to reconnect with some friends, and I hope he's extremely well received here in terms of our fans and appreciative of the job he did here, which was spectacular.
Competitors like to compete. Is there any element where you have to tell your guys, I don't know, pump the brakes a little bit because it's an exhibition, or do you let them run?
No, you want to find out. And I mean, we try to practice really hard every day so that we're in go mode all the time, and we know who we got coming in. We know they're good, and we knew that last year. You're looking. We're still searching. We're still trying to figure everything out, and I'm sure Bill is. He's got a lot of new guys as well. So we're far from a finished product, but you get to find out against, as I call them, real dudes, and we know what they stand for, and what Bill's program's about. So yeah, it's full throttle, and you try to go and learn as much as you can, playing against great competition.
Coach Marcus Domas showed some nice things against Ottawa, some versatility. Is that continued in practice?
Yeah, he's very cerebral. He plays at great pace. He's got a lot in his bag in terms of being able to do certain things. Not only is he a catch and shoot guy, but he's a guy who can post. He's a guy who can play in ball screens. But his cerebral approach to the game allows him for us to use him in all those different ways, and we'll do that. And it was good for him. It was good for us to find 20 minutes for him when we didn't see him against Spain, in Spain. So Really excited for his future growth and development. I'm excited to see him Sunday.
Brad, what do you hope to learn about your team in a high-level game like this?
Toughness, who can play. You know, it's been not knocking teams. It's been easier. You know, it's not going to be that. You've got teams that are a team coming in that's got high expectations, and they're not going to make it easy. They're a veteran, old team as well. So, yeah, lineups, who fits, who doesn't, but more importantly, just who can really, really play at a high level and be functional. And we got a lot of new guys, so I'm really curious.
Do you think these charity exhibitions can be a thing moving forward, not to full replace the secret scrimmage, but just to kind of make it an event?
Yeah, I mean, I think you don't want to overkill, and I mean, you know, I think this is a cause that just has touched so many in basketball, and especially at the Power 5 level. So many teams have been over there, and but you know, I think Bill played in one a few years ago. We played in one when I first got here. I love the secret scrimmages because you actually can coach and stop things. You can play a little longer. You can play different segments. Now it's just about the game, and you play under those circumstances. But there's a benefit, and obviously you feel great about where the money's going and why we're doing it.
How did the Ottawa game maybe inform what you've done since in practice, just in terms of lessons learned?
Well, I really liked the first 6 minutes. The first 6 minutes of the second half were really good. I thought defensively we had a little bite. You know, that started with Terrence on the ball. He was really controlled that game from that standpoint. Beyond that, it got a little sloppy, and we got pretty much any shot we wanted. But I didn't take a ton offensively out of it, just because we got a lot of stuff pretty easy. We didn't have to go deep into the clock. I'm really excited to see that. But you know, I liked our pace. I liked, you know, getting guys minutes, and now it's you know, like I said, it's another learning opportunity on Sunday.
What's a matchup against Kansas do for freshmen? Do you expect it to be an eye-opening experience for them?
You know, I don't think it's as much as it used to be. These guys all know each other. They all play against each other on the circuit. And yeah, I mean, Kansas is, I mean, you know, we scrimmaged them last year. You know, it's not, we know they're good. We have tremendous respect for their program. We were in the same region with them. We both lost to the same Arkansas team. Yeah, I mean, it's great though to see those guys play against organized veterans. I say organized because it's not, you know, it's a team that's well focused and dialed into what they do, and you know, so we got to counter that, and that experience will be great for them.
What can a matchup with Hunter do for Dane just as he continues to develop at this level?
Yeah, I mean, I think he was first team All-American, rightfully so. You know, he's a guy that's very big. He's a very skilled player. He's developed into a very, very good three-point shooter. He's a guy that, you know, defensively, his size is a wall. He's got a presence there, and you know, when you see somebody like that right out of the jump, you've probably seen it as good as it's going to get, and so it's great for he and Coleman and Amani and all those guys to have to guard him and see how strong he is and big he is, and then, you know, figure out how to function on the offensive side as well.
Juwan Harris, a point guard, against your ball handlers. What are you looking for out of that one, and what's the test there?
Yeah, I mean, he's I don't know, 1 or 2, maybe 3 in the country in terms of point guards. He's old. You know, he's a deceptively good shooter. He shot 41%. He's a guy that I think in one of their foreign games had 25 or 7. You know, he's crafty in ball screens. Defensively, he's very handsy. He's got great anticipation. He's just a really, really good college point guard. And, you know, he does it with his intellect and his anticipation and So we've got to be good on him. We've got to make his reads tough, and then we've got to make his we got to be solid on the offensive end and not let him dictate a game from the defensive side.
In terms of the scouting, do you treat this more like a real game, or is it more? Yeah. Okay.
Just in terms of more personnel, I'm not as concerned with what they're running, but just going through the process so our guys start to understand that and what that looks like. 2 days out, we didn't spend any time today, on them, other than just going over their personnel and talking about it. But we know they're going to run. We know they're going to push it. We know that they're going to run offense very fast in the half court, and that's about all we need to handle right now.
Will the schedule allow you and Bill to spend any time outside of State Farm, or is it just kind of a quick in and out for them?
No, we'll get together. We'll get together, tomorrow night when they come in, and enjoy some camaraderie. But I think that's one of the great things about this is you get to spend a little time and talk and get staffs together and intermingle. And Bill's got friends here that I know he's wanting to dial up and see, and that's part of why I'm excited for them to be able to come back, is to reconnect with a lot of friends he had here.
Just one more about that, if I could. Just given the same geographical footprint you guys have shared, what's that friendship mean to you with Bill, and how's that maybe developed?
Yeah, and it's we played at the same time. We grew up in the same generation. We played in the same league. You've gone from guarding him and probably talking a little trash to I went on a visit, to Oklahoma State. Bill took me out, to then seeing him just have so much success as a head coach. My journey was very different, but it's always been, Bill's just a good Midwest, wholesome guy who's fun and got great personality, and he's, no matter if I was an assistant at Western or wherever I was at, Bill's always been a guy that made time, and we hung out and setting gyms together, and I've got great appreciation for who he is as a person, and obviously his basketball stuff speaks volumes. But yeah, and it's been a great ride for him. He's had a lot of success, and I'm very, very happy for him, and I'm trying to get where he's got it, with national championship.
With that friendship, did you pick his brain on Illinois when that was on your radar? And
I didn't have to. I knew because of my 10 years but yeah, I mean, you have an idea. I mean, and things changed, over time. But we'd get together on the road, and he would talk about certain things, and now that things are different, times change certain elements. But he's always said what a great league it was, and how much fun it was coaching, and how challenging it was, and how passionate our fans were, and how much fun he had and enjoyment he had here. So he had a lot of good teams, and a ton of success. And he reminded me, year one, I think he won the Big Ten championship, and I didn't. So he's made that pretty clear over the years in a way to stick it to me. But no, it's he's got great memories here, and he's always said really, really positive things to me.